Some photographs became famous around the world. They appeared in textbooks, magazines, and history books. But years later, the truth behind them turned out to be completely different. These are the images that fooled experts and changed how we understand history forever. One of these photos made millions of dollars, while the person in it got nothing. The Afghan Girl's hidden story. In 1984, photographer Steve McCurry took a portrait that would become one of the most recognized images in history. A young girl with piercing green eyes stared directly into his camera at a refugee camp in Pakistan. Her photo appeared on the cover of National Geographic magazine in June 1985. The image became a symbol of the Afghan conflict and the struggles of refugees worldwide. But for 17 years, nobody knew who she was. The girl in the photo remained completely anonymous. In 2002, National Geographic launched a search to find her. They traveled back to the region and asked countless people if they recognized the famous face. Several women falsely claimed to be the Afghan Girl, hoping for attention or money. Finally, they found her. Her name was Sharbat Gula. She was now around 30 years old, married with children, and living in a remote area of Afghanistan. To confirm her identity, experts used iris recognition technology, comparing her eyes in the new photos to the original 1984 image. The match was perfect. The truth that emerged was surprising. Gula had no idea her face was famous around the world. She had never seen the photograph until they showed it to her in 2002. She revealed that she didn't like having her photo taken that day. In her culture, women don't appear in photographs with men outside their family. But as a child in the refugee camp, she didn't have much choice. Even more surprising was what happened next. While the photograph made McCurry famous and earned significant money, Gula never received anything. In 2016, she was arrested in Pakistan for using fake identity documents, a common practice among refugees. After spending 35 years in Pakistan, she was deported back to Afghanistan. In 2022, she told reporters that the photo created more problems than benefits for her life. She wished it had never been taken. The mysterious spaceman. In May 1964, firefighter Jim Templeton took his 5-year-old daughter Elizabeth to Burgh Marsh in England for a family outing. He wanted to photograph her in her new dress using his camera. Templeton took 3 photos of Elizabeth in similar poses. The weather was beautiful that day, and he insisted that only 2 elderly women sitting in a car far away were anywhere near them on the marsh. When Templeton got his film developed, he was shocked. The middle photograph showed a strange figure standing behind his daughter. The figure appeared to be wearing what looked like a white spacesuit. Templeton was certain nobody had been standing there when he took the photo. His wife had been behind him, out of frame. Templeton sent the photograph to Kodak, the film company. Their experts examined it thoroughly, looking for signs of tampering, double exposure, or fakery. They found none. Kodak confirmed the photo was genuine and even offered free film for a year to anyone who could explain the mystery. Nobody ever claimed the reward. The story took a stranger turn. According to Templeton, 2 men visited his house claiming to work for the government. They refused to show identification and only used numbers instead of names. They asked him to take them to the exact location where he took the photo. When Templeton explained he hadn't seen anyone there that day, the men became angry and drove away, leaving him stranded. He had to walk home alone. Later, Templeton received a letter from Australia. Workers at the Woomera test range, where rocket launches took place, claimed they had aborted a missile test because 2 large figures appeared on their monitors near the launch site. When they saw Templeton's photograph in a newspaper, they said the figures looked exactly the same. The photo became famous worldwide, sparking debates about aliens and government secrets. For decades, people wondered what the spaceman really was. In 2014, journalist David Clark proposed the most likely explanation. The figure was probably Templeton's wife Annie, who was present that day. She may have walked into the background of the shot without Templeton noticing through his camera's limited viewfinder. Her blue dress could have appeared white due to overexposure from the bright sunlight. The seeming space helmet might have been her dark hair. Despite this logical explanation, many people still believe the Solway spaceman remains unexplained. Templeton, who died in 2011 at age 91, never changed his story. He insisted nobody else was there. The first photo hoax ever made. Most people don't realize that faking photographs started almost as soon as photography was invented. In 1840, just 1 year after photography became publicly available, a French inventor named Hippolyte Bayard created what many consider the first stage photograph in history. Bayard had developed his own method for creating photographs. He proudly presented his invention to the French Academy of Sciences, expecting recognition and financial support for his groundbreaking work. Instead, the Academy told him to wait. They chose to support another inventor, Louis Daguerre, whose method became more famous. Feeling angry and ignored, Bayard decided to make a powerful statement through photography itself. He created a photo showing himself appearing dead. In the image, Bayard is slumped to one side with his eyes closed and torso bare, looking like a corpse. On the back of the photograph, he wrote a bitter message. He explained that he had drowned himself because the Academy refused to support his invention. He claimed his body had been in the morgue for several days before anyone identified him. Of course, Bayard wasn't actually dead. He was alive and posing for his own photograph. But his staged death photo made a powerful political protest. It showed that photography could be used not just to record truth, but to create convincing fiction. This happened in 1840, proving that people have been manipulating photos almost since cameras were invented. Bayard's self-portrait as a drowned man is now recognized as an important piece of photography history, representing the first time someone deliberately used the camera to tell a lie. The Solway Spaceman mystery continues. What makes the Solway Spaceman case particularly interesting is how it demonstrates our willingness to believe in mysteries, even when logical explanations exist. The photo has been debated for 60 years. Some people still insist it shows evidence of something unusual, while others accept the straightforward explanation that it was simply Templeton's wife caught in an unfortunate camera angle with odd lighting. The case also highlights how stories can grow over time. The connection to the Australian rocket test has never been proven. No official documents from 1964 confirm that a missile launch was aborted because of spacemen on the range. It appears this story may have combined separate events into one legend that spread through word of mouth. Kodak's confirmation that the photo wasn't tampered with doesn't mean something unusual happened. It only means Templeton didn't deliberately fake the image. Accidental photographic effects like overexposure can create strange results without any trickery involved. Today, the Solway Spaceman photograph remains one of the most debated images in unexplained phenomena. It serves as a perfect example of how a simple family snapshot can become a lasting mystery, partly because people want to believe in something extraordinary, and partly because the photographer himself truly believed nobody else was there. These photographs remind us that images don't always tell the complete story. The Afghan girl's fame brought her little benefit. The spaceman was probably just a wife in the wrong place, and the drowned man was very much alive. Sometimes the truth behind a famous photograph is far different from what millions believed.